Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into coin collecting or just love uncovering the hidden value in the change you might have lying around, you're going to love today's video. We're diving into the fascinating world of euro coins and taking a closer look at the 20 euro cent coin from Spain, also marked with an M mint mark. How much is this coin worth today in 2025? Is it rare, and should you hang on to it? Stick around, because we're going to explore everything from its history and design to its current market value, all in this one video. Let's start with a bit of background. Spain officially adopted the euro in 1999, although euro coins and banknotes were physically introduced into circulation starting in 2002. However, many countries, including Spain, began minting euro coins a few years earlier in preparation for the transition. That's why 1999 is such an important year. It marks the beginning of euro coin production. The 20 euro cent coin is part of the standard euro series, and Spain's version features unique designs on the national side that reflect Spanish culture and identity. And of course, the M mint mark signifies that the coin was minted in Madrid, the official mint of Spain. Now let's take a closer look at the design of this beautiful coin down on the reverse side, shared by all Eurozone countries. You'll see the common 20-cent design created by Luc Louix of the Royal Belgian Mint. It includes the denomination 20 euro cent, a map of the European Union, and a series of 6 parallel lines cutting diagonally behind the number, ending in stars. But it's the obverse side, the Spanish national side, that makes this coin truly unique. The 1999 version features the portrait of King Juan Carlos I, the reigning monarch at the time, facing to the left. The inscription reads ESPA on the left side, with the M mint mark right underneath it. Surrounding the portrait are the 12 stars of the European Union, signifying unity among member countries. The design is clean, modern, and deeply symbolic of Spain's national pride and European identity at the turn of the millennium. Let's break down the specifications of the coin. Country: Spain. Year: 1999. Denomination: 20 euro cent. Mint mark: M for Madrid metal, Nordic gold, which is actually a mix of copper, aluminum, zinc, and tin. Weight: 574 grams. Diameter: 22.25 mm. Edge: smooth with 7 indentations, often called a Spanish flower shape. Thickness: 14 mm. This alloy gives the coin a warm golden tone, and the edge design makes it easy to identify by touch. A thoughtful inclusion. For visually impaired users, .so, is the 1999 Spain 20 euro cent coin rare? Well, not exactly. Since Spain was preparing for a full rollout of the euro, the mintage of the 1999 coin was relatively high. Millions of these coins were produced, and they entered circulation once the euro became the official currency in 2002. However, early euro coins from 1999 to 2001 are still highly collectible because they represent the first wave of euro currency. They're also especially appealing to people trying to build complete euro year sets from each country. Now for the part you've been waiting for. How much is this coin worth today in US dollars? Let's look at some common market estimates for 2024. Circulated condition: if your coin has been used in daily transactions and shows signs of wear, it's generally worth around $205 to $260, slightly more than face value for collectors outside the Eurozone. Very fine VF to extremely fine XF coins in better shape, with strong details and minimal scratches, could be worth between $170 to $180. Uncirculated UNC or mint state: if your coin is in pristine, shiny condition, never used in circulation, it might fetch $200 to $400 on collector markets, depending on the seller and platform. Proof or BU coins from sets: if you own a proof version or one from a brilliant uncirculated mint set, the value could range from $500 to $800, especially if it's still sealed in the original packaging. Error coins: now this is where things can get interesting. Although not commonly found, if your 1999 Spain 20 euro cent has a minting error, like an off-center strike or die clash, it could be worth $100, $200 or more, Depending on the rarity of the error, if you're looking to sell your 1999 Spain 20 € coin, here are some places to consider. eBay, one of the best platforms for global exposure to Mista, or Connect, great for connecting with other collectors. Coin shows or local dealers, ideal if you want an in-person valuation. Online auction sites, you can often start low and let the market determine value. If you're buying, be sure to check if the coin is genuine, not cleaned, and preferably uncirculated if you want to add a high-quality piece to your collection. So what makes the 1999 Spanish 20 € coin special? Well, beyond its beautiful design and solid build, it represents a historic transition, the moment when Spain moved from the peseta to the euro, embracing a new economic chapter. This coin is a symbol of unity, change, and modern Europe. For that reason alone, it deserves a spot in your collection. Alright, that wraps up our deep dive into the 1999 20 € coin from Spain with the M mint mark. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just getting into coin collecting, this piece is a great example of early Eurozone history and remains affordable for beginners. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a new episode. Got a cool coin you'd like us to cover next? Leave a comment below. We love hearing from our fellow collectors. Next up, the 2014 20 € coin from Spain, also marked with the M mint mark, which stands for the Madrid Mint. You might be wondering, is this coin rare, is it valuable, and how much is it worth in today's market in US dollars? Well, stick around, because we've got all the answers coming your way. Let's start with a little background. Spain officially began using the euro in 2002, and since then, it has minted coins every year with unique national symbols. The 20 € coin, minted in 2014, is part of the second generation of Spain's euro coin designs. Starting in 2010, Spain updated the design of its euro coins to better reflect changes in leadership and modern design trends. By 2014, these coins were no longer brand new, but still part of the modern era of Eurozone currency. Spain continued using King Juan Carlos I's portrait until 2014, but it's also the year when King Felipe VI ascended to the throne, which makes some 2014 coins especially collectible due to the monarch transition. Now let's talk about design. The 2014 Spain 20 € coin follows the standard euro layout. The reverse side is the same across all Eurozone countries and was designed by Luc Louix. It shows the number 20, the words Eurocent, and a stylized map of Europe. This side represents unity across the European Union. The obverse side, however, is where the Spanish character shines. It features a portrait of King Juan Carlos I. Looking to the left, above his head, you'll see the name ESPA, with the M mint mark just below, the symbol of the Royal Mint in Madrid. Surrounding the portrait are 12 stars, representing the European Union. The edge of the coin has a unique Spanish flower shape, with smooth, curved indentations. This not only helps differentiate the coin by feel, but also gives it a distinct look among other coins. Let's dive into the technical specifications of the 2014 20 € coin. Country: Spain. Year: 2014. Denomination: 20 € mint mark. M for Madrid metal, Nordic gold. Weight: 574 grams. Diameter: 25 mm. Thickness: 14 mm. Edge: smooth with 7 indents. Shape: round with indented edges. This alloy gives the coin its distinct golden color, even though it contains no actual gold. It's durable, corrosion-resistant, and ideal for circulating coins. So, how rare is the 2014 Spain 20 € coin? The answer: not very rare, but still interesting to collectors, especially those building complete year sets or interested in coins minted during royal transitions. Spain minted millions of these coins in 2014, so they are considered common in circulation across the Eurozone. However, what makes them potentially more valuable is their condition, errors, and whether they're uncirculated or from a special mint set. Now let's get to the key question. What is the 2014 Spain 20 € coin worth in today's market in US dollars? Here's a breakdown based on condition and rarity. Circulated condition. If your coin has been used in everyday transactions and shows visible wear. It's worth about $125 to $150 more than face value, but still within common pricing. Very fine VF to extremely fine XF coins that are clean and show only light signs of wear might fetch between $275 to $350. Uncirculated or mint state. MS if your coin has never been in circulation and retains its original mint luster. Collectors might pay $290 to $410 USD. Brilliant uncirculated VU or proof set coins. These coins, especially if sealed in original packaging, can sell for $500 to $800 depending on the platform and demand. Error coins. Now, if your 2014 20 € coin has a minting error, like a misstrike, die crack, or off-center design, it could be worth $1,000 to even $3,000 or more, depending on how rare and dramatic the error is. If you're interested in buying or selling the 2014 20 € coin, there are several great options. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay, Etsy, or Delcamp have listings for coins like these. Always check for seller ratings and coin condition. Coin collecting forums. Join groups on sites like Numismatics, Connect, or even Facebook to trade with fellow collectors. Local coin shops. Get a free appraisal or sell directly to dealers if they're looking for European coins. Coin shows. A great way to meet collectors, get expert opinions, and even find rare variants. While the 2014 Spain 20 € coin may not be a hidden fortune, it holds historical and cultural value. Especially as part of Spain's modern coinage history, that it represents a moment in time, the tail end of King Juan Carlos's reign, and the lead-up to King Felipe VI's ascension. For collectors of modern European currency, this coin is a must-have for completeness, and in top condition. It's a wonderful and affordable addition to your collection. Next up, the 1999 20 € coin from Spain, featuring the M mint mark from Madrid. This coin was part of the very first batch of euro coins minted in Spain, even before the euro officially entered circulation in 2002. So is it rare? What makes it special? And how much could it be worth in today's market in US dollars? Stick around as we unpack the history, design, and collector value of this European coin treasure. Let's set the stage. While the euro currency officially entered circulation in 2002, euro coins like this 1999 20-cent piece were already being produced in several EU countries from 1999 onwards. That's because the European Monetary Union had already established the euro as an accounting currency in 1999. And nations were preparing to fully transition by minting coins early for readiness. Spain, like several other countries, minted euro coins beginning in 1999, making this year highly collectible among euro enthusiasts. So if you have a 1999 Spain 20 € coin, you're actually holding a piece of the euro's pre-circulation history, which already makes it more interesting than most modern coins. Now let's talk about the design of this coin. The reverse side, which is common across all Eurozone 20-cent coins, was designed by Luc Louix. It features the numeral 20, the words Eurocent, and a stylized map of Europe, symbolizing unity and cooperation across EU nations. But the real magic is on the obverse or the national side of the coin. For Spain's 20-cent coin in 1999, the obverse features a dignified portrait of King Juan Carlos I, the long-reigning monarch of Spain. He is shown in profile, facing left. Just above the portrait is the word ESPA, and below it, you'll notice the M mint mark, which indicates that the coin was struck at the Royal Mint in Madrid, the real Casa de la Moneda. Surrounding the portrait and inscriptions are 12 stars, representing the European Union. The edge of the coin follows the unique Spanish flower shape, with 7 indents that distinguish it from other denominations both visually and by touch. Let's get into the technical specifications of the 1999 Spain 20 € coin. Country, Spain. Year, 1999. Mint mark, M, Madrid. Composition, Nordic gold, an alloy of copper, aluminum, zinc, and tin. Weight, 5.74 grams diameter, 22.25 mm edge. Smooth with 7 indents, Spanish flower. Shape, round with unique indented edges design theme. Portrait of King Juan Carlos I. The use of Nordic gold gives the coin its golden appearance, even though it contains no actual gold. It's extremely durable and resistant to tarnish, making it ideal for long-term circulation. Now here's where it gets interesting. 1999 was the very first year Spain began minting euro coins. Even though the currency didn't start circulating until 2002, that makes any coin from this early production phase more desirable to collectors of European currency. While the exact mintage numbers for the 1999 Spain 20-cent coin are in the tens of millions. Many of these coins were stored or used in early starter packs given to citizens in preparation for the euro launch. Over time, circulated examples became common, but uncirculated or mint state specimens have remained in high demand. So what's this coin worth today? Let's break it down based on condition and rarity in the current collector market. Circulated condition. If your 1999 20-cent coin from Spain has noticeable wear, scratches, or signs of use, its value is modest, around $25 to $50 USD, still more than face value. Fine to very fine, VF, in better shape with light wear. The coin can sell $4.075 to $125 US, especially to collectors wanting a complete date set. Extremely fine XF to about uncirculated. AU minimal wear and good luster could fetch $150 to $300 US. Uncirculated MS/BU condition, a 1999 Spain 20 euro cent coin in mint condition, never circulated and with full original luster, is more desirable. These can go for $400 to $600 US, sometimes even more if sold with original mint packaging. Proof-like or error coins. On rare occasions, coins with minting errors, off-centering, or striking anomalies can reach values of $100 to $200 plus USD, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. Whether you're trying to buy or sell this coin, there are a few good options. Online auctions. Check sites like eBay, Etsy, or Delcamp where individual coins are often listed by condition and rarity. Numismatic forums. Join communities like Numista, CoinTalk, or Connect to exchange knowledge and trade coins. Local coin shops or shows. These are perfect places to get a physical appraisal or purchase well-preserved coins. Euro starter pack collectors. Some collectors look specifically for 1,999 coins as part of the Euro's pre-launch history. So there you have it, the 1999 Spain 20 euro cent coin. A fascinating piece of European numismatic history. It's more than just a coin. It represents a new financial era, royal legacy, and a shift toward unity among EU nations. And while it may not make you rich overnight, in great condition or as part of a set, it's a valuable and meaningful addition to any collection.
Next up, the 2002 Canadian 1-cent coin. We'll explore its history, design, mintage, possible errors, and current market value. Stay with us until the end to find out if your 2002 penny is a valuable collector's item. History of the Canadian 1-cent coin. The Canadian penny has a long and fascinating history, dating back to its first issue in 1858. Over the years, the design and composition of the penny have changed several times, but the most iconic design, featuring 2 maple leaves on a twig, was introduced in 1937. By the early 2000s, the Royal Canadian Mint had made several adjustments to the penny's composition to reduce production costs. The 2002 Canadian penny was struck at a time when the Mint had already switched to copper-plated zinc for regular circulation pennies, making them lighter than earlier versions. Design and composition of the 2002 Canadian penny like previous years. The 2002 Canadian 1-cent coin features a classic design, obverse, front, a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Dora de Pettery Hunt. This portrait, introduced in 1990, shows the Queen wearing a crown. Reverse, back. The famous two maple leaves on a twig, designed by G.E. Kruger Gray, which has been used since 1937. Composition. The 2002 penny was primarily made of copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.25 grams with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. One interesting feature of the 2002 penny is that it was one of the last years before the mint transitioned entirely to copper-plated steel in 2000 for some issues. However, zinc and steel versions of the penny circulated simultaneously, which is why some variations exist. Mintage and rarity. The Royal Canadian Mint produced 716,300,000 pennies in 2002, making them relatively common. However, certain factors can increase their value. High-grade coins, pennies in mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher, are harder to find and more valuable. Minting errors. Some 2002 pennies may have errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, which can significantly increase their worth. Proof-like and specimen versions. The Royal Canadian Mint also released proof-like and specimen sets containing 2002 pennies, which are worth more than regular circulated coins. Current market value of the 2002 Canadian 1-cent coin. Most 2002 Canadian pennies found in circulation are still worth their face value, but well-preserved and rare varieties can sell for higher prices. Circulated condition, $100 to $300, uncirculated condition, MS60 to MS64, $100 to $200, high-grade mint state, MS65 or higher, $200 to $500 or more, proof and specimen coins, $500 to $800, depending on condition and demand. If you suspect your 2002 penny has a mint error, it's a good idea to have it examined by a professional grading service, as some error coins have sold for $500 or more in auctions. Should you keep your 2002 Canadian penny? While the 2002 penny is still relatively common, finding one in pristine condition or with a rare error can make it valuable to collectors. Since Canada officially stopped producing pennies in 2012, many older pennies are gradually becoming more sought after. It's always worth checking your collection to see if you have a high-grade or rare variant. Conclusion. The 2002 Canadian 1-cent coin may not seem valuable at first glance, but in the right condition, it can be worth more than just 1 cent. If you have a 2002 penny, check its condition and keep an eye out for minting errors. Next up, the 2006 Canadian 1-cent coin. You might have one in your pocket change, but did you know that some versions of this coin can be worth more than a single cent? Stay with us as we discuss its history, design, mintage, possible errors, and current market value. Let's find out if your 2006 penny is a valuable collector's item. History of the Canadian 1-cent coin. The Canadian penny has been a staple of the country's currency since 1858. The famous maple leaf design has been in circulation since 1937, making it one of the most recognizable coin designs in Canada. The 2006 penny was minted during the final years of penny production before Canada officially stopped issuing them in 2012 due to rising production costs. The 2006 penny is particularly interesting because it was struck in two different compositions, copper-plated zinc and copper-plated steel. This means that there are slight variations and some versions are rarer than others. Design and composition of the 2006 Canadian penny. The 2006 Canadian 1-cent coin follows the traditional design seen in most pennies from previous decades. Obverse, front. A portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Susanna Blunt. This version of the Queen's portrait, introduced in 2003, does not include a crown, making it unique from earlier designs. Reverse, back. The iconic maple leaves on a twig, designed by G.E. Kruger Gray, which has been used on Canadian pennies since 1937. Composition, copper-plated zinc version, weighs 2.25 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Copper-plated steel version, slightly different in weight and magnetic due to its steel core. Because of these two different compositions, some 2006 pennies will be non-magnetic, zinc, while others will be magnetic, steel. Mintage and rarity. The Royal Canadian Mint produced 1,256,403,000 pennies in 2006, making it a very common coin. However, some versions of this penny are more desirable than others. Magnetic versus non-magnetic. The magnetic steel version is more common, while the non-magnetic zinc version is scarcer and sought after by collectors. Proof and specimen coins. The Royal Canadian Mint also released proof and specimen sets in 2006, which contain higher quality coins meant for collectors. These versions are more valuable than regular circulation coins. Minting errors. Some 2006 pennies have errors such as die cracks, off-center strikes, and doubling, which can significantly increase their worth. Current market value of the 2006 Canadian 1-cent coin. Most 2006 Canadian pennies found in circulation are still worth face value, but certain factors can make them more valuable. Circulated condition. $100 to $200, uncirculated condition, MS-60 to MS-64. $90 to $160, high-grade mint state, MS-65 or higher. $200 to $400 or more. Proof and specimen coins. $500 to $700 depending on condition and demand, rare errors and variants. Some 2006 pennies with notable errors have sold for $1,000 or more at auctions. If you want to check whether your 2006 penny is rare, try using a magnet. If your coin does not stick to the magnet, it is a non-magnetic zinc version, which could be more valuable to collectors. Should you keep your 2006 Canadian penny? Although the 2006 penny is common, finding one in pristine condition or with a rare error could make it valuable. Since Canada stopped producing pennies in 2012, these coins are becoming harder to find, and collectors are starting to take an interest in them. If you have a 2006 penny, it might be worth holding on to it, especially if it's in mint condition or a rare variant. Conclusion. The 2006 Canadian 1-cent coin might seem like just another penny, but it holds some hidden value depending on its condition, composition, and possible mint errors. Checking your change for non-magnetic zinc versions or error coins could lead to an exciting discovery. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on rare and valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you found any interesting Canadian pennies in your collection. Happy collecting!